What's going on, guys? My name's Adept. I'm a longtime Moonkin player, and at the time of this recording, I'm currently ranked number 4 on North America. I just wanted to make a video talking about some of the things I do and have learned about the dungeons during Season 1. Some of these might be obvious to a lot of people, but hopefully somebody learned something. The first thing I want to go over is form swaps. Everyone knows Druids can remove slows by shifting forms using things like bear form, cat form, or Heart of the Wild to put you into human form. There's some really nasty debuffs this season that some people might not know are removable, such as the Subjugators, Chains of Subjugation and Seat, Roxal's Ritual Sacrifice in Myzara Caverns, the Suppression Fields in Nexus Point Zenith, and Custos' Ethereal Shackles in Magister's Terrace. Pit of Sauron has 4 of these abilities, which are the Cold Wraith's Permeating Cold, the Plunge Talon Gargoyle's Plunge Grip, Garfrost's Cryo Shards, and lastly, Shade of Crick's Shadowbind, which can also just be decursed. Also, the Xal'ata's Devour affix that's present on keystones below 12 can be shifted or decursed. Next up, I wanted to talk about avoidable mechanics. These are things like dodging Zeral's Decimate and C with Wild Charge, or line of sighting abilities like Arcane Smash from the Echo Knights and Algathar Academy. You can also Wild Charge back onto the platform on the last boss of Skyreach so your team can continue hitting the boss. Some abilities, like Commander Krolek's Reckless Leap in Windrunner Spire and the Ravager's Vicious Ambush in Algathar Academy, target the furthest player from the mob, so you may see players baiting out in range to be able to tank it with a defensive, or in the Ravager's case specifically, you could bait the ambush on yourself and cancel it using Shadow Meld. The Night Elf Racial can be used to cancel casts on you, and there's certain scary abilities that you should be looking to meld if they pick you. There isn't as many important Shadow Melds as in previous seasons, but any sort of bolt cancel that can prevent you from taking damage can be beneficial to your team. Certain high damage abilities, such as the beams from the sentries in Skyreach and Magister's Terrace, and also the Spellbreaker's Runic Glaive cast, which bounces and puts a big dot on you and another player, can be Shadow Melded. The Runic Glaive is especially important at the end of the hallway before Sunlash when you're fighting 2 of them. In higher keys, having 4 of these debuffs out can be extremely painful, so using things like Shadow Meld, Stone Form, or Bleed Dispels can really do your healer a favor. You can also Shadow Meld the Entropic Leech Healing Absorb in Nexus Point Zenith. Just make sure you wait until the cast actually starts before you press meld. Lastly, you can Shadow Meld the Axe Thrower's Throw Axe in Windrunner Spire, preventing you from getting an annoying dot. There's only 2 major skips this season that people are doing, and that's the Skyreach skip and the Magister's Terrace skip. To set up the Skyreach skip, you can either get knocked up by a tornado to give you an extra height, use a buddy, or jump around and charge back onto the platform. The Magister's Terrace one is a similar idea, just make sure you're on the grass when using a buddy because you can know path available for your wild charge when you're standing on the railing. You can also impress your friends by doing it backwards. The final thing I wanted to go over is just some random things that I learned in the dungeons. In Magister's Terrace, there's 2 crystals that you can break that give you 10 stacks of energy infusion. This is the same damage buff that you get from killing the worms before and after the second boss. The first crystal is in this courtyard here, and the second one is next to Sunlash's room. Next up is sort of a PSA. Players in Moonkin form are immune to polymorph effects. This means the polymorph cast in Magister's Terrace and the hex cast in Myzara Caverns do not affect Moonkin form. You do not have to waste your kick interrupting them. Another note about Myzara Caverns is that the target dummies in the first area are extremely finicky and you can end up in combat with them very easily. Make sure you aren't too close to them when you enter Eclipse, or you might launch your lunar bolts at them and pull the pack just like I did. Do not end up like me. And finally, during the Divine Guile puzzle in the last boss of Nexus Point Zenith, your Fury of Elune will always move in the direction of the real Lithraxian. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that you learned something. If you didn't, that's okay. Make sure to check out all the other stuff I have going on. They'll be linked down in the description below. Have a good day.